we are so happy to be joined on the Milford Informer this week by two representatives of the Milford Schools. Of course, we have Superintendent Dr. Kevin McIntyre joining us. We also have EL Program Director Jen Norjanian joining us. First of all, thank you guys so much for being here this week.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
So the topic on hand for this week, a really exciting opportunity. It was first announced in a press release last month, but really starting to get things moving on it now. A real exciting opportunity that involves really both your faculty and also long-term benefits for your students as well. So Dr. McIntyre, I want to turn it over to you first, just to talk a little bit about this opportunity.
Yes, we have this amazing partnership with Framingham State University where 19 of our faculty members from basically early elementary school all the way through high school are taking advantage of a 5-year master's program. And it's structured a little differently than your traditional master's program because part of the program is the students are actually going to give back to the broader community by providing professional development and other programming as part of the five-year master's program.
That's so great. And so this was part of a big grant program from the United States Department of Education's National Professional Development Program. And so Jen, talk a little bit about what you had to go through. I know this has been a long-term process dating back to last spring, starting to get involved in the grant process. Just kind of take us through the steps of your end of things of putting this together for Milford.
Great. So Dr. Stadler-Chester, the director of the TESOL program at Framingham State University, wanted to apply for the grant. She needed to look to districts within neighboring of Framingham that had a growing English learner student population. She was able to look at all the districts that met the criteria that would be able to partner with Framingham State University. And she reached out to the director of Waltham, Framingham, and also Milford. The three directors, EL directors from each district, along with Dr. Chester Stadler, collaborated in writing the grant. Obviously, more of the grant writing was done at the university level for their programming, but we were given the opportunity to seek teachers who were possibly interested in the TESOL program, but also develop the program together and what we wanted that to look like.
So essentially, this program has allowed for teachers within these other school districts, but obviously Milford specifically, essentially a full scholarship to go forward with a master's degree in teaching English as a second language. Is that correct?
Yes, so the scholarship is covering 50 teachers, full scholarship. 19 of the 50 are coming directly from Milford Public Schools, from pre-K at Shining Star all the way to the high school, Milford High School. The 5-year program covers the admissions fee, all of their registration fees, all their courses, books, online books. So it covers everything. Within the 5 years, there's also workshops that the teachers are responsible for providing, whether that's to teachers or to parents in the community at large, that they will also be provided stipends for their time presenting.
Now, obviously, 19 teachers signed up for the program. I'm imagining this was massively popular amongst the faculty once this opportunity was presented.
Absolutely, and we had more teachers interested than we could provide spaces for, unfortunately. You never know when you have a program like this. You kind of throw an invitation to a party and you hope people accept. And we were overwhelmed by the number of faculty members that were interested, which really speaks to the kind of the dedication to our faculty as a whole. And a number of our teachers already have a master's degree maybe in something else, and they're interested in really pursuing work connected to English learners. Which is awesome.
That's really great. And so a 5-year program. So this will be a part-time program for the teachers. So they'll be able to do this along with obviously still navigating their jobs within the school district. And so just a great opportunity, again for these teachers to be able to continue their education and eventually end up being able to provide a very valuable service to Milford.
I think one of the best parts that you just said is it is part-time, but it's also a cohort. So the teachers are going to be taking, which they have actually already started, the semester has started, so they're taking one course this semester, and they're broken up into 2 different cohorts. because there's 50, we have cohort A, 25 teachers, and then 25 teachers in cohort B. And so one of the cohorts is teaching English learners with technology, and the other cohort is taking the class second language acquisition, issues in second language acquisition. So we have two different cohorts of two cohorts that our teachers are included in. And within that cohort, we've grouped them. We had the opportunity to group them thoughtfully. Think about like building capacity across the school district, building partnerships across schools vertically, and also thinking about age developmentally where students are at, and being able to group our teachers that way so that they can work after school when they're finished on any type of readings or coursework that has to be turned in. Yeah.
Oh, it's phenomenal. It's obviously a wonderful opportunity for the teachers, but Dr. McIntyre, just the long-term benefits of this, obviously for the student body of Milford and for the community in general, really is enormous.
It's amazing, and when you think about just from a financial perspective, think about what a master's degree costs. You're talking about a benefit to the Milford Public Schools and the Milford community of probably in excess of $500,000. And so I give Jen and the team at Framingham State a lot of credit for putting together this winning grant proposal, because it was a national grant, very competitive, and their proposal kind of was funded, which is amazing. The other piece that and I think Jen alluded to this is the impact on students, because our EL students aren't just in EL classes; they're in all classes.
Sure.
And the more teachers that we have that are focused on kind of the needs of our English learner students, the more it benefits them.
One thing I want to say is, yes, that we have been able to provide an excellent opportunity for our staff, but this was also voluntary. And it really took, like we said, we couldn't offer the scholarship to everyone who applied, and we have a waiting list. And so that part was really hard on our end. We had an in-district application process that we had to develop our own, because Framingham State asked us to provide them the applicants. And one of the requirements for the application process was teachers were required to write a paper on why. Why do they want to do this program? What's the benefit to them, to the benefit of their students and the benefit of the district? And what will be the cause and effect, and what is their vision of themselves as a professional in 5 years when they complete this master's? And wow, is all I can say to what many of the teachers wrote. And I'm really impressed by the staff that we have in Milford Public Schools that want to take time away from their family, time away from just social life, to work beyond the many hours they already work day to day to provide the best education for the students who attend Milford Public Schools.
This is Milford TV News and Sports Director Tim Coet. Make sure you check out new editions of the Milford Informer every Friday at 7:30 p.m. or during one of our 8 convenient re-air times throughout the weekend. You can also find individual news stories as well as full archived editions on our YouTube page, My Milford TV. If you live in the greater Milford area and have an idea for a news story, you can tweet at us using the handle @Milford_TV, or you can contact me directly by sending an email to news@milfordtv.net.